All right, what's up? I assume we're live right now. Let me see if I can turn this in black and white. I wish you would have saved my previous settings from last time. There we go. All right, so now we match the look of the 100 series. Um, yeah, so today's video is going to be a live stream. So this is video number 20, which is wild to me that 20 days of nonstop uploads. I got this skeleton hanging from my rearview mirror that I'm trying to make sure is behind the actual phone mount I got going on. I have this ridiculous old school DSLR car mount, suction cup mount. It's called a Fat Gecko mount, and it's I don't know, way overkill for a phone, but it is what we're using right now because that's really all I got. I've never really mounted my phone in my car, so this is what it is. So so live streaming, this could be a new thing in the 100 series ever so often, whether it's out taking adventures or just these like last minute vlogs to get them out. Regardless, I refuse to miss an upload, and with this past week and everything I've had going on, this was a necessity for today. So I appreciate Emery, my son, last live stream. He was the only person that tuned in, so that was gnarly. He came into my studio and he was like, "You said you were shooting a video. You didn't tell me you were live streaming." So that was pretty funny. So appreciate his support, Emery. So if you're out there, appreciate you. Love you, son. I'm glad that you still get my YouTube notifications. So if you're watching, Emery, comment something down below. That way I know you're watching. I don't care what you put. So on the way to work, there's a couple different things I want to talk about. The title of today's video is Timing is Everything. And not only does that relate back to the 100 series, but it relates back to just YouTube in general. And just, a lot of things in life. And so right here, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this coffee or ever seen this this YouTuber, Chamberlain Coffee. So this is from apparently a YouTuber. I know who she is. Never really watched any of her videos, but I vaguely know what she's about by seeing like YouTube videos covering her and what she does. She's basically a vlogger. Don't watch her. She doesn't really make my style videos, but I will say she has gone on to create essentially a YouTube empire. And now she has coffee in all the big stores. Let's say Walmart. And not only does she have like coffee beans and bagged coffee, she has canned coffee. I don't know if it's any good. I'm about to drink it. We'll find out together. So timing is everything, right? And how that relates to this and coffee is so this YouTuber, Emma Chamberlain, apparently she got real big vlogging. Then she went on to create products, right? And she didn't create, this guy almost ran into me in that white truck. She went on to create products, and now she's amassing millions and millions of dollars. You can look it up. It's pretty wild what she's done. And I think not only is she doing coffee, she's doing other things. Whatever. Not a creator I keep up with. But respect the hustle, and she waited till she got to a certain level before she started releasing products. That way she already could guarantee that she was going to have a following, and I assume when she went into meetings with Walmart and all these other big chain stores to carry her product, it was a no-brainer for them because they were like, well, we see that you can automatically bring over X amount of people, and if you bring X amount of people to your coffee products, all these other products in our store are most likely going to sell as well. So waiting until she was big, timing is everything. Pretty awesome. It goes the same with the KSI guy and Logan Paul and the Prime drinks. Most kids love those things. I've never had one. I don't really support or pay attention to Logan Paul, but his success on YouTube, him and his brother, is undeniable what they've done. It's pretty outrageous. So timing is everything, whether it comes with releasing products, whether it comes with, not waiting, again, for your creative ideas, or, uploading videos. Like I said, I know vlogs are not wildly popular in 2023 unless again, you're somebody that has an amazingly large following, right? So, but like I said in the very beginning of this, it seems like they're starting to have a resurgence because more and more creators are starting to dip their toes into vlogging and doing that. So I feel like if you're into this sort of video or into vlogging, creating that kind of content, that the timing to do it is really now. And like I said, you don't want to wait on your creative ideas, but you also want to make sure that you're timing things right, because it doesn't make sense to release a product or try to approach Walmart with something like this, if you know that you're not going to be able to convert, and then, you may not get into another meeting with them ever. Um, well, see, Chuck in the comments is talking about he went to church today, and his pastor's comment or his pastor's message today in church was about being persistent. And that's the key in life. I mean, if you're not persistent, life's going to beat you down. If you're not persistent on your goals, you're never going to achieve them, and two, you're just going to be down on yourself. Like, if you're never taking strides towards your goals, um, then you're always going to wonder. You're going to have that what if, mindset. And I've had that a lot of times, even with vlogging, right, in the past, because the original reason I started YouTube way back in the day was because of Casey Neistat. I was like, it is amazing what that guy's doing, and I would love to, create videos like that, because he's just creating movies, creating content every single day. It's awesome. It wasn't because of filmmaking and photography, because before I started doing YouTube, I did photography, I did filmmaking, and I was doing just fine without uploading my stuff to YouTube. I actually was probably more successful as a photographer before I ever started doing YouTube, which is wild. Um, and I used to teach people for free photography before I started uploading to YouTube. All the stuff that, like, you see these big photo creators teaching on YouTube and teaching, like Photoshop and Lightroom and all that stuff, like your Peter McKinnon and all your Lightroom experts and all these guys. I was showing people that stuff on Facebook before I started uploading, before these guys were on YouTube. And I was just showing people, because people would hit me up on like Facebook Messenger and ask me questions how I was doing certain things. And yeah, I was just teaching people for free. That's why it kind of like pains me to have nothing but a tutorial channel, because I've already lived that portion of my life. And the stupid quote, it's probably not right, but a quote that lives with me is, if you've ever heard it, those who what is it? Those who do can, or those who teach. I can't remember. It's something along the lines of like, uh, I don't know, something about people that can't do something, they teach how to do it. Does that make sense? So there's a quote out there. I just can't remember what it is. You guys may know it. It's like, if you don't know how to do something, or you can't apply the things you're teaching, you just teach how to do it. You don't actually do the thing. So you teach filmmaking, you don't make films. You teach how to do photography, you don't actually go shoot photos. It's because, just because you know the fundamentals and the principles of it, doesn't mean that you can apply them, or apply them creatively or accurately. So that's one thing that's always in my mind when I get into tutorial mode, because I was on my DaVinci Resolve kick for a while, but it's like, that's fun. I love teaching people, but I don't want people to think that I don't actually make films, I don't actually edit, I don't actually shoot photos, and I'm just constantly giving tutorials, because to me, that's boring. It's like if you see a camera review and they just show the camera and talk about the specs, but they don't actually go out and show real world usage with it. It's kind of like, you know, you're literally at that point, to me, just a salesman, QVC or B&H or Adorama or something like that. I might as well just walk into a camera store, you know. Uh, but I'm getting sidetracked. So let's taste this coffee, see if it's any good. No, it's not. So I'm sure it's good to some people if you like uh, plant-based coffee. In my opinion, tastes real chalky. I could drink it because if you've known me for a while, you know that I used to run an online coffee company. I am coffee obsessed. Very cliche, I know. Uh, I love really cheap coffee from the gas station, and I love really expensive high-end coffee, right? And I'm very easily pleased with coffee. But I don't like coffee that tastes like that. It's very chalky. It's very like, I don't know. It's not great. So that was probably a waste of money for me. I'm sure the coffee beans and stuff that she makes is great. Not so much sold on the stuff in the can. So on the topic of timing is everything. Like I said, back to the not squandering your creative ambitions, creative ideas, and making sure you're acting on those. But you also want to make sure that something I've been struggling with over the past week is consistency and uploads and upload scheduling and paying attention to when people are around to watch, watch your videos and watch your content and view your art. YouTube has all the analytics in YouTube Studio that you can see when your audience is online and all that good stuff. And it's sort of vague because mine kind of shows between noon and like 5 p.m. and doesn't really give me a good gauge on when people are watching or when they're online. That's why I was like, okay, well I'll just go in the middle of that and I'll do 3 p.m. and that's why 3 p.m. was the upload schedule there for a minute. And I realized that 3 p.m. is kind of rigid. It's kind of hard because if you're having to add and edit last minute during the day, that 3 p.m. comes really quick. And so that's why I kicked things back to 7 p.m. But I think it is important to keep an upload schedule, whether it's 3 p.m., whether it's 7 p.m., whether you just say, hey, it's every Wednesday or every Friday. Because if you think about your favorite TV show, you think about, sports, right? Whether you watch football, basketball, whatever it is, if they didn't have a schedule and you just had to sort of like turn on the TV every single day to see if, oh man, I might catch my favorite team playing today. I don't know because they don't communicate the time that they're going to play, or there is no set day that they're going to play. They just upload whenever. They just film a football game whenever the hell they feel like it. Same with like, let's say whatever your favorite TV show is. Let's say it's I don't even know what people watch. Let's say Big Bang Theory. I know that's not a thing, but let's say when that was in its prime, let's say people just were always looking for it, and they may catch it on a random Thursday or a random Friday or whatever day that they decided to release an episode. No, you knew that show was coming on whatever Wednesday night at 7:30. So you would make sure that you set aside time to watch that show. Same with football, right? They have a schedule out for the season. Every sports franchise has it, and that's why you have big things like Sunday night football or Monday night football or whatever it is, and people know that, okay, well, in the very least, I know I'm going home after work on Monday and I'm watching football because it's going to be on, because that's how it's always been. That's how it will probably always be. And it's become sort of like a societal cult following. Like everybody's Monday night, Sunday night football, and I'm sure Chuck can tell me there's probably other important nights of the week where where people watch football. College football may be different. I don't know, but so with that, right, you don't want people to have to guess, and that is sort of my problem. A problem I've had all along was I would just upload when I feel like it, and that's cool because it's like, well, the creativity bug doesn't always strike, right? You may not always feel creatively inspired or feel like creating on a Tuesday night to upload on a Wednesday. Series button in here to upload on a Wednesday, but right, if you have to skip a week, in my opinion, it's better, and then just communicate via community post and tell your audience, tell your followers, hey, like, awesome, this and this happened. We'll resume our video uploads next Wednesday. You know, that's sort of how I feel about it, and how my mindset is starting to transition into making sure that people know that there's a time or at least a window, right? A day they can check in and see that, have I uploaded anything, because obviously the past couple of days when I was sick, 7 p.m. has kind of been hard. But once we get back on track, it'll be 7 p.m. ish, pretty close to being right on the dot. So, but you will have a video every single day, whether it's, 7 p.m., 3 p.m., it'll be there. And then in the future, when we stop the 100 series, then there'll be a scheduled day, right? Might be Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, I don't know yet, or a couple days a week, but you'll know that you can tune in, and there will be, there'll be content there if you want to watch it. Or if you know that you want to catch back up on it a week late, you'll know, okay, well, he uploaded 3 videos last week, I need to go catch up on those, so on and so forth. So again, to me, I think timing is everything, and people are going to lose interest if you are supposed to upload certain days and then you don't follow through, right? You lose trust of your audience and your followers, and you ultimately sort of they'll forget, right? They'll forget because you promise to upload on a certain day and you don't. They'll sort of lose track of where you're at. Again, unless you're just a major creator, and then you drop a video once every, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, again, like Casey Neistat, who doesn't need an upload schedule because he's already lived that life, and he'll get 1.5 million views after not uploading or talking to anybody on YouTube for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. It's just the audience and the impact he's created. So, for any of us guys that are smaller creators or whatever, like, I think sticking to a schedule and being consistent is key. And that's literally me just really giving myself advice because it's something I'm struggling with. But hopefully that is something you guys can take away as well, and it makes sense to you. It's just sort of what I'm working on. So timing is everything. It means a whole bunch of different things, not just to creators, but just people in general, right? Like if you look back on your life and you think about, if you would have done something at a certain moment and you did something else, you may be in a better or a worse off place, Like I've had both, right? Like there's mistakes I've made because I did certain things at certain times when I should have done something else, and the vice versa. There's positive things, really positive things that have happened in my life because I made the right move at the right time. So you just gotta always pay attention to that and make a decision. So changing topics, we're gonna do a quick little weekly recap, and then we're gonna do a quick look forward on the week. So my throat's still jacked up. I'm eating mashed potatoes, Jell-O, yogurt, and whatever I can find that's soft food. My wife has done an amazing job at taking care of me, making sure I'm medicated, making sure that I have what I need to eat, to where the American healthcare system is not taking advantage of me and making me go get a endoscopy, into whatever it is where they put the camera down your throat, when I already know what the problem is. So she's doing a great job taking care of me. I'm not going to go to the ER because I feel like I'm gradually getting better, unless for some reason I just get way worse, then I'll go. So appreciate you, Tawny, if you watch this. I love you. It means the world to me that I got you looking out for me. But so last week was rough, and the uploads were kind of rough. They may have been a little rocky, a little boring. I tried to throw together the best vlogs I could while feeling like absolutely crap. So sorry about that. This week, hopefully they get a little bit better. That's the plan. Son starts school back this week, Monday, so literally tomorrow. So anything that we do is going to work around his school schedule during the week. So any kind of adventures and stuff like that, I'm really going to have to plan out. So, but I've got some cool things that I want to do. So my favorite vlog from last week was probably, um, let me see here, was probably the one at, I think it was last week. It's all blurring together now. It was the one about, do you ever have days like this? And it was the one where it was just not a whole lot of dialogue. It was just showing different time slots of my day and the different things I was doing. And the reason I personally like that one is because I think that it was a different format. And I think it's kind of cool to have a different format where you're just not always just showing your face walking around. Just, you don't need a lot of FaceTime for vlogs. You don't need a whole lot of talking directly at the camera. You can just do things, and you can have subtitles up on the screen, or you can even have voiceovers talking about what's going on. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. So I thought that one was creative and it was kind of fun. I don't know. So I enjoyed that. So maybe we'll see some of those, or maybe we'll see like some that have no dialogue in the future, and maybe just shot more cinematically. So I don't know. We'll see. I thought that one was kind of fun. Um, so looking forward to the week. There's a couple big things I want to do, and I talked about it in a couple videos ago. I really want to go out and shoot a low light photography vlog because there's some really cool buildings around my area that look cool at night that I want to shoot, and just a fan of low light photography, low key photography all around. Um, I also really want to visit two places in my area. There's a plane crash near me in the mountains that I want to go to and photograph. I think that might be an hour and a half or 2 hours away, so that's going to take some planning, with my son's school and all that. But I think that would be a fun vlog because you have to hike out to the plane wreckage. And I also want to go to, there's a place around my area. It's called Little Switzerland, and it's supposed to be where like some Swiss people settled a long time ago, and it's just supposed to be super scenic. And that's only, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes away from me. So I want to go check that out, see what it's all about. I think they have like maybe one like business out there, and it's like a general store slash coffee house, minus like a big hotel they have out there. But I would love to go out there, maybe fly the drone around, and if anybody is Swedish or watches this that's Swiss, um, let me know if it looks like Switzerland. It probably doesn't because our mountains aren't nowhere near the same, but that's how it got its name. So I don't know. So I'd like to go out there. And last one I want to really plan out is in the Thrift or Die video the other day on Friday. It came out. I bought some Polaroid film. I buy it from time to time. It's just a good thing that I do. Polaroid and Instax to make just some physical memories for me and my family to have. We have Polaroids and Instax just posted up all around the house on the fridge, propped up on bookshelves and stuff like that. Um, so we shoot Polaroid all the time, but I want to shoot a Polaroid POV vlog, and we'll probably just go explore a city, maybe a new one or a little town or something. And during our exploration, I'll just shoot Polaroids. I have 3 Polaroid cameras. I have one from the 80s, one from the 90s, and then one from like last year. So like a brand new one and 2 really old ones. But I really want to shoot with the one I have from the 90s because I haven't shot with it yet. My wife bought it for me actually last September for my birthday, and I haven't ran any film through it for whatever reason. So I really want to try it out, see how it works. I'm sure it'll work fine, but a lot of times, like your older cameras, they'll have character, right? So my Polaroid from the 1980s, it just gives me crazy light loop. Character, it looks really cool, and I'll show you those photos when we actually shoot the Polaroid video that came out of the one from the 80s. So I'm curious to see how this one from the 90s looks. And the brand new one, Polaroids look great. It's a brand new camera, so they all have their quirks and their differences, and they're all shaped different. So just fun to shoot with. But yeah, so that's sort of a couple of the videos I have in my mind. Really nothing planned out, but in my mind that I want to work on. Again, no shortage of ideas. It's just shortage of time. That's the killer with daily vlogs. Is it's like, all right, can I get everything I need to do done with work, family having activities, and everything else, not getting sick, things like that, and then plan out to do things that are going to require me leaving the house or leaving my immediate neighborhood, right, to go out and shoot. So we'll see. That's the plan, anyways. Hopefully, we can get some, or at least one of those knocked out this week, as well as with some other fun content. So I don't know. I hope it works out. And I appreciate you guys tuning in to this live stream. I am probably, it is 5:12 right now. I am probably 5 minutes away from work. Let me see if I can switch this camera around. You'll probably only see my mount here. Yeah, so you really only see the bottom of the mount. But this is the route I take to work. And it is a pain in the butt because this is called Highway 321. Pretty much goes down the east coast of the United States. And it goes all the way from my house all the way to work, and it is a death trap. Every single day, you will see somebody either get into a wreck or somebody pulled off on the side of the road because they had just got into a wreck, whether it's a fender bender or something more serious, every single day. So, yeah, I've probably got 5-10 minutes till I pull into work, 10 minutes max. And then we're going to go on that 12-hour work shift until Monday morning. And then I got to get home since I'm behind on vlogs. I got to get home, plan out what I'm going to do for tomorrow's video, and edit it and post it, hopefully by 7 p.m. So, like I said, the hustle never stops with the daily vlog. I'm doing my best. And if you know me personally, you know that me sticking to 20 uploads is like a massive achievement. Massive achievement. That's why I have this tattoo right here that my wife gave me on my wrist. It says, it's a little tombstone that says, I'll do it, because I say a lot of things, I'll do it, and then I procrastinate and I don't ever get it done. And it's on a tombstone because she said that I'll be saying that until the day I die. Like, I'll do it, whether it's things that I want to get done creatively, or whether it's like things around the house that need to be done, right? I'm always just, yeah, I'll do it, and then I create a list a mile long. So this is a massive achievement, and to bring everything back full circle, the I do it, the I'll do it, and procrastination, timing is everything. When you have something to do, laundry, dishes, mow the yard, whatever it is, fix the sink, whatever it is, upload your vlog, sit down and edit. Timing is everything. Just get it done, because the more things you pile on that list, the worse you're going to feel. And that is something that I've had to learn, because a lot of times I look out the window and look at the yard and I'm like, I'm not doing that today. Not doing it. And then the day it rains, and then the day after that it rains, and then you can't mow because it's rained for 2 days. Then go to work, and then you can't mow on your work days, and then by next week your grass is up to your freaking ass, and it's really, really hard to mow. And then you've had other things pile on your to-do list by then, and you feel terrible. So again, timing is everything. Just get it done. And that's it. That's all I've got. I appreciate you guys watching. Chuck, I always appreciate the support. And anybody else that tunes in and watches this later, you guys like the live streams, let me know. Is this what we should do every week for our weekly recap? About it, unless I get engagement, or I'm just going to keep doing the same stuff over and over again like this. So, but as always, guys, stay rad. Just go shoot. I'm getting off of my exit for work right now, and I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.